Hi everyone, welcome back to another cut above with Chris. Going for a slightly mentholated shave using the old Barrister and Mann Adagio. However, before I go there, I just want to pop a little couple of photographs on you. One of Nomeo shaves, a Leroy, of his 4 days growth, and one of me with 6 days growth. And I tell you what, I'd trade my 6 days for his 4 days any day of the week. I think it was it Manny? I think it was Manny at SoCal Shave, I think, that was saying that it was like pepper on his face. Just for shits and giggles, mate, I can't help myself. Anyway, let's get stuck in. So, Barrister Mann Adagio. This is meant to be green fruit and this and that. I get earthy, chocolatey, sweet. And there's something in there. Maybe a fruity note, I really don't know. Really complex, really odd scent. It's not my favourite Barrister and Mann scent, but I do like it. I don't know what it is about Barrister and Mann. There's something about these scents that you just enjoy them. I do anyway. Right, I'm pulling the shedder out. I haven't had this one running for a little while now, so this is the Morrison Forndran. Just squeeze out quite a bit of the excess. Morrison Forndran 28mm 3-band blonde badger, handmade in England. So it's a English knot, English handle, hand turned, and the knot hand tied by Lee Sabini. And as you can see, the tips on it, well, you probably can't see, the camera's shocking, but the tips on this are phenomenally soft. It's a very dense brush. It's a lot less dense than it was when I first had it, because it's lost so many hairs now. So straight into this. So I haven't used this brush for a while. It'll be interesting to see if I lose any hairs from it. As the last time I used it, I lost a few. I think I've had probably 2 times that I've used this where I haven't lost any hair. And I've had people saying, "Oh, don't load the soap in the tub," but you know what? If you can't, I mean, this is for me personally, it was a $300 US brush. Yes, I know I've probably overpaid. That's just the way it is in this hobby sometimes. But I wanted to try something that was on the upper tier, the upper echelon of quality. And I think you get that with the Morrison Forndran. The knot, other than its shedding, is incredible. So that's well loaded, I think. I should have enough in there for 3 passes. Cold water shave again. I do still have this freaking cold sore here. My son's been to the doctors today. I found out that he's possibly got a mild form of asthma, which is fine, I'm not too worried. There's a lot of stuff out there now that sort of helps with it, but it's only very mild, so he's given him some steroids as well, so hopefully that helps. I mean, face feel, there's not much better than this. Even the synthetics struggle to give you this sort of feel. It's a scrubby, but super soft, super dense. It's just way pasty. Feel the menthol now. That dip was far too big. Hey, what, the menthols? A lot stronger than I remember. So the lather is lovely. Very easy to make, no messing about. RazoRock MJ90 today, lovely mild razor. I am everyday shaving just now, and I've got a Treat Platinum Super Stainless in there from last time. I'll give that a go. Lovely, lovely blades, I really enjoy these. This blade, in comparison to the Timo yesterday, is exceptionally superior. It is in a whole different level of sharp and smooth compared to the Timo. Timo was dreadful. If it's all you've got, then it would do the job. But if it was all I had, I would probably have given up on double-edged shaving years ago, well, ages ago. Can't say years ago when you've only been shaving traditionally for just over a year.
Very well. I'm marketing.
Right, I can feel the menthol already, so I'm looking forward to this little splash. Oh yeah, it's nothing like Sterling, that boom, a menthol, but you feel it's just nice, it's refreshing. It's almost like, it's the difference between having an ice water and having a really cold water at the tap, that jump to the iced. So this is the step back into just the cold tap water. Just try to give you a sort of a way of gauging how cold this is. You can definitely feel the menthol, but it's just not super strong.
Yes. Another gift in the memory card. Otherwise, you see all those wizards would have gone black. And I'd never have sold another book. In fact,
this lather coming out of this brush is absolutely beautiful. I know it's the soap as well, but the brush is really whipping up. I did load it quite heavy, but I find with natural hair brushes you really have to. You don't have to quite so much with a synthetic. It seems to hold your lather without it dissipating and eating it, or whatever you want to call it. Across the grain now. Now I'm also going to be very soon, probably over the next couple of weeks, doing another sort of beginner's shaving tutorial and bringing to the party what I've sort of learned over the last year or 15 months, 16 months, however long, and incorporating that into my first tutorial sort of thing, just to give guys that have never used a double-edged razor before, hopefully a better idea how to use it from my point of view, which is no bad thing. I don't think you can really get too much information in wet shaving traditionally. What you can get, unfortunately, is highly opinionated wet shaving ideas, where this is the way you do it, don't do it any other way, this is the best way to do it. There is no best way. Do what's best for you, really, but if you've never done it before, it's a big help to be able to watch a video. And get a good understanding of it. Now this is definitely a buffing razor. By buffing I mean you can just keep going over the same areas over and over again. It's extremely mild. But I find it a very effective technique, and I also find that I get less irritation. Now mild razors never used to be my thing. I never used to like mild razors. I always felt I was pushing too hard with them, so instead of pushing harder trying to remove it, just buff the areas. So just go over the same areas over and over. You can do it really, when you think about it, for every 5 pulls with that 5 stroke, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 1 pull with a Mach 3, not a Mach 3, with a Fusion, Gillette Fusion 5 blades. So just from 5 strokes. So generally with a Mach 3 or a Mach, or a, what do you call it, Fusion, you over it, and then sometimes you've got to go over it 2 or 3, 4 times to actually get really smooth, sometimes 5 times. So you're looking at 25 hits sometimes with a blade if you're over it 5 times. So with a very mild double-edged razor, you don't really have to worry about that. And this is really mild. If you use it with a sharp blade like I am now, works an absolute treat. So as you can see now, it doesn't look like there's much coming on there, but what's actually happening is the flow through on the brush. You can see it flowing through. I didn't know what flow through was. I do get what it is now, understand how it works. You want the soap to actually come through the brush so that when you paint, it comes off. Now, I find this especially true generally with natural hair brushes. It's not something that you encounter too much with synthetics. Most synthetics that I've used, in fact nearly all synthetics, tend to release the lather very, very well anyway, so you don't really need the flow through. But flow through on this brush is great, and as you can see, this is the 3rd pass and the brush is still caked, and I'm getting a good thick coating of lather. It's glossy, it's smooth, it's good stuff. Right, across the grain other direction. And this razor and blade combo for me is excellent as well. Alright, I'm going to lather up again because the soap's beautiful. The scent's actually really nice. It sort of grows on you. It's a very complex scent, and the slickness on this is just beautiful. I'll just show you now. This will just glide. Just glides. Right. I haven't lost a hair yet. Oops. Touch wood. I have been sort of praying for the day that this brush stops shedding. All I've done there is just dip the tips just to see how it performs adding a bit of water now. As you can see, it's performing really well. I have to say this is probably the most enjoyment I've had out of this brush since I got it. It's making a beautiful lather. It really is. I mean, that's a 4th lather and the brush is still chockers. Menthol's great. I mean, that's still full, absolutely full. I've probably used half of that soap there by the looks of things. Never scrimp on soap I've found through this hobby. Just use it and enjoy it. You don't have to buy expensive soaps, you don't have to buy Barrister and Mann or anything like that. Paraso, Omega, Derby, Arco, Palmolive, they all, in my opinion, give good shaves. Some better than others. I am a pretty big fan of the Palmolive stick. Now, with any other razor in my den, I would have overshaved by now. Maybe not if I'd load the settings, but just that razor only comes as it is unless you buy it with the A plate. But I would have overshaved with any other razor, I reckon. It's quite comfortably the mildest razor I've got, but I can just chomp and chomp and chomp away the same bits for ages and get nothing but that. It's funny, when I zoom in the camera and I look really close, it looks like I've still got a full beard half the time, but I mean, that's super smooth for me. There's a little bit here and there, but I don't worry about that. Right, something I don't use enough of, in fact I haven't used it in ages, alum block, or alum chunk, what you want to call it. It's a little bit bigger than Ken Lee's alum pebble. Just like that. Just wet the face again. I'm just running the tap a little bit because the water's bloody warm coming out of the cold tap. So even under here, very, very little feedback. That's the cold coming through now. Just set that to one side. Now alum, if you do use it, try and keep it out of your mouth because it tastes rotten. And always rinse it off. It will literally suck the life out of your skin if you leave it on there, in my opinion. It's a very, very unmoisturising thing to use. I mean, my skin feels incredible just with the soap. The soap's done a great job, but feels just a little bit dry now. So let's move on to which hazel. What have we used? Adagio. So let's go with cucumber melon, green stuff. To go with the green palm green fruits in there. Now I shouldn't get any feedback from this now because I've used the alum block, and sure enough there's none at all. All it gets that lovely scent of the cucumber and melon. And while that's drying in, I'm just going to rinse out the brush. And as you can see, I mean, that is thick stuff. Absolutely beautiful. And the performance of Barrister, man, you cannot, in my opinion, really argue with it. Lots of people out there don't use it because of things that went on, but I think you're sort of missing out if you're not using it really. Just going to add a little touch of hot water in there to try and help get the soap out. So, as you can see, I mean, they're not so way to the side there, but you can probably see all that gel tips in there. It's just filled them, and they're so soft. It's just a beautiful brush. And in terms of density, there's nothing in my den comes close to how dense this brush is. It's just on a different level. Now this, I'm doing this very, very lightly. This is normally what brings out the loose hairs, or it agitates and pulls out hairs that aren't loose. I really don't know, but I use this technique on every brush, and this is the only one that loses hairs. So far, nothing. Let's give it a bit more of a workout. I'm almost sort of trying to get them out, because I'm hoping that one day it'll just stop, because it's so dense. Even though I've lost over 100 hairs, you wouldn't notice. 100 hairs in the grand scheme of things is not a lot from a brush. Not one so dense anyway. And I have to say, I haven't lost a hair today, not one. But you'll see the bloom on this brush when I'll just give it a tidy up. You can see the bloom on it. It's just phenomenal. So that's the bloom on it there. Absolutely beautiful brush, and that is some dense knot. Oh, it smells lovely now. But these are all, I mean, pretty much every tip of every fibre is hooked in here. It gels because of the hooks. It's soft, it's comfortable, it's dense. It's obviously, I've lost a lot of hair from it, but it seems to have, well, at least for this shave, stopped shedding. Which is a massive bonus for me. I've just sent a package over to Reyes from GR, or Reyes Restores, to have some work done. And he's offered me some very, very competitive pricing that I can't even compete with, that people can't compete with over here, unfortunately. And as much as I like to stay local, I really do, it comes down to money in the end, and everything does. You know, a lot of people say, well, stay local, you're paying for my kids' fees. Well, that's true, but I can only afford what I can afford. And at the moment, money's quite tight. It won't be over the next few months, because this is my busy period. I've just had a a phone call today. We've been looking to, I quoted her windows about a month and a half, 2 months ago. She wants to book in, and I've basically went on the calendar and I've sent her a message saying I will send you every date we've got free at the moment, and that is the 14th of November and 11th of December. That's all we've got. Everything else is going to be a case of we can maybe squeeze you in that day, we can maybe squeeze you in that day, but we can't guarantee it. We'd probably have to phone you on the day and let you know whether we would or wouldn't be able to do the job or not. Right, that's dried in, so what am I going to go with? What am I going to go with? Something I haven't used in ages. Nivea Too Faced, one of my favourite splashes. It's not even Too Faced anymore, it's One Phase down there. And literally no feedback at all. I love the scent of the noodle, but then I can smell the menthol straight away. Now at the moment nothing's happening. There's no sensation or anything with it just now. I don't know how it works or how it sort of, how the menthol starts and what happens with it. But all of a sudden after putting it on and nothing happening, you normally get the burn and then you get nothing, and then here it comes. It just starts cooling your face down, it starts cooling your skin, you can feel it starting to come now. It's brilliant, really good stuff. It doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy, but it leaves your skin feeling very moisturised. So the mirror was falling off there. Yeah, it's really good stuff. And on the job front, I got through the psychometric testing, so I have got my psychological interview on the 16th of November, which is the same day that me and the wife are heading up to Perth, and we're going to spend 2 nights in Perth for our anniversary on the 18th of November. We're going to see Peter Pan, the ballet, at His Majesty's Theatre. We've been to a ballet once there and it was exceptional, so we're looking forward to that. We've got high tea booked for the 17th, Friday the 17th in the morning. We've got high tea booked for then as well. And we're going to do a bit of late night shopping on the Thursday the 16th, so really looking forward to it. As much as it's just an hour's drive away from home, a couple of nights away from the kids is, how can you argue with that, really? Barrister Mann Adagio, which is actually it's a green coloured sort of soap, and the thing with Barrister Mann is the scents out there. That's the first time I smelled this is the first time I'd ever smelled anything like it. There's just nothing. A lot of the scents are so unique, so complex that even though it's full of things that you might know individually, when he mixes them together you get this beautiful scent, and you've never smelled that scent before, and I like that. Every time you open a tub it's a new experience. It's not something you're reliving as well, so as much as I like that, I do like the whole idea of, I've never smelled anything like that before, but I love it. And I get that with a lot of these scents. Le Grand Chypre is one of them for sure. The brush, where is the brush? I've set it over here to dry already. The brush is the Morrison Forndran 28mm 3-band blonde badger, as you can see on the back there. Blonde badger, handmade in England. And it's just a great brush. It's a beautiful brush, expensive brush. I was looked after very kindly from Greg, who sold it to me, because of the shearing issue, and I will probably get it re-knotted again if it doesn't slow down. It's lost a lot of hair, but like I say, you would never really know. There is I think that's the odd little patch where it looks like there's quite a lot of hairs have come out, but yeah, I don't know. Great brush. That was the best lather I've had out of it by a mile. RazoRock MJ90, cracking little razor, very very mild. If you don't like mild razors, don't buy this. This is almost at the point where you don't even notice it's shaving at all. It feels like you're just pulling the razor on your face without the blade. But I find it exceptional for buffing. I find it exceptional for daily shaves. I don't get any real irritation from it. We then moved on to the alum block. This is actually a RazoRock alum block, which pretty average. This was this long, and it just crumbled and corroded away, and you can actually see any of the crystallisation. Let's see if I can get a bit of light on it. So it's the same there, but I actually cut all the shit off the edge of it there, and this is more of a solid block right on the end, but the rest of it was all hollow crystallised, pretty average. But it's a good alum block, it does the job. Then followed up by Humphreys Cucumber Melon, which I love the Humphreys stuff. I find it a lot more toning. I feel like I get a bit of impact out of it compared to Thea's. Thea's is more the scents for me than it is anything else. And finished off today with Nivea Too Faced. Well, I've done nothing but talk shit in these past 2 shaves, but I've really enjoyed it. I feel like I'm offloading all the crap that's in my brain at the moment, and that's just flowing about, and they're doing absolutely hee-haw. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. 30 minutes for a face shave, holy shit. But it's all about enjoyment in my opinion. It's roasting hot outside, beautiful mentholated Adagio, and what a cracking shave. You guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.